You know, I've been thinking, and I think a couple of things need to change around here. I think this little workspace here needs to change for the bigger. Yeah, like this. Now we're getting somewhere. This lake is very bland and man-made. It really needs to change. That's looking a little better. Yeah, this is a good warm-up. Now to the real meat. And there we are. It's much better looking. It's natural in a custom way. It's a pretty good lake. I have no access to the nether roof. That needs to change. Oh. There we go. Now, this area here is pretty barren and lacking of gold. That needs to change. And there we go. A simple little farm for zombie piglins to give me gold. And just like that, I suddenly feel complete. Oh, hi there. I was just busy fishing for compliments. What's up, buddies? My name is Mypowerbob, and welcome to episode 11 of my Minecraft series, where I build a fantasy world. Oh. No compliments. Guess I better come back another day. So, as you might have gathered from the intro of this video, today's episode is all about change. There's a lot of stuff I want to change here, and a lot of stuff that needs to be changed. There are a few new things that I've installed, mods and data packs and such. The first and most obvious one is this. Yes, I've installed a little minimap up there in the corner, and along with it, a bigger map like this, so I can see my whole world and see everywhere I explored. This here is where I spawned. I'm doing this to kind of add a little bit of immersion for myself, at least, to make it a little bit more adventure RPG type feeling. And I don't know why, but just for some reason, seeing the Dwarven Kingdom on the minimap, it kind of gives me, it almost gives me a vibe of Realm of the Mad God. If you remember that game, I haven't played that in like, I don't know, 10 years or how old it is, but still it reminded me of it for some reason. Also, it's just really cool to see the farmland from above like this. But even more fun than that is that if I go into the hobbit house here, the house layout kind of looks like a man with his hands up in the air and, blue face mask. It's a lot of fun to be had with mods. Other than that, another mod that you probably already noticed is a camera mod I installed that lets me put down a camera somewhere and die. Huh, I should probably not have done that. Hold on 1 second. Okay, yeah, that was that was kind of stupid of me. But yeah, it's just a simple little mod that lets me add a little bit more cinematic aesthetic to my intros and such. Moreover, there's also the data packs I've added. First off is this one here that lets me see into shulker boxes, which is pretty nice because when I'm building I got a lot of shulker boxes to sort through. But more importantly, I've added this little custom one that lets me craft cobblestone into gravel, as well as flint into gravel, but also gravel into sand. And the reason I'm doing this is because I am going to need a lot of gravel and sand just in the future permanently, and I don't want to tear up my world just to build a sandcastle. And there's a lot of mods and such that adds blocks that will easily turn cobblestone to gravel to sand, and I think it's well within the vanilla realism to do that. I think it's really time that Mojang added some sort of utility block, like a crusher that lets you craft gravel and sand. And as always, the data packs and mods I'm using are listed in the description, so if you're interested in any of the mods or data packs, just go check out that. And for the last thing I'm going to show you before we get into the big topic of this video that you saw in the title and thumbnail, I just want to talk about my last video that wasn't on this series, which was a video where I showed you several different styles of houses that you should try to build once in your Minecraft lifetime. Now, I'm not going to show you those houses, but I did build them in this world. You can see one right here, right there. There is one out here, and there is one right there, and then the last one is somewhere over there. There it is. That's a little teaser. If you enjoy this here caravan thing I built, my video contains more of those. And just because I accidentally showed it in my last video, and come on, there we are, a hot air balloon. I have a lot of things I want to tell people, teach people, and so on and so forth, and if those things fit into this fantasy world, then I am going to build it here. So, moral of this story is that there will be builds popping up in this world that will not be showcased in this series, so you should really try to watch my other Minecraft videos. Now, for the real meat and potatoes. Hey, remember when I said this video was about change? Well, that last topic wasn't really about change, and I kind of miss change. Let's go back to that, let's change that. Now, here we have my Dwarven Kingdom. Meldwemmel, they call it, or Heaven in the common tongue. It's filled with dwarves going about their daily routine, defending the gate, and as well, further on into the main sort of hall of the kingdom, we have villagers doing their jobs. But it's not enough for me. I need to be more immersed. As you probably noticed, the secondary theme of this video, along with change, is immersion. And there's two major ways I'm going to change that. The first one is with a simple resource pack that'll change the GUI. With this simple resource pack called Stoneborn. Look at that. Now everything here is a little bit more dwarven. General GUI is darker with gold trims, a little bit of stone here, more stone. Yeah, it's a simple change that is not too imposing on the art style of the game, but still gives me a more dwarven feel as I keep on working on this place, which is cool. But it's not enough, I want more. Because you guys, you Dwimbon, you and all your other villagers, you look like villagers, you look like human-ish. You're not dwarves, you're too tall, and then your head on top of that tall body is taller as well. Why are your heads so tall? You're what, 2 pixels higher than a regular player character? We need to change that. You need to become dwarves, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. I am going to go wherever it takes. And so here we are back again. I've hopped into my creative world and I placed all these villagers in cages and renamed them as per the instructions. And now all I have to do is load up the resource pack right here. Mypowerbob's Fantasy Villager. And now let's have a look at this. That's a world crafting damn dwarf! Look at that little fella. He's got a beard, he's ginger, got a nose even. This is fantastic. There's so many variations of them. Different beard lengths, different hair colors. That's amazing. This is really going to improve the immersion. And not only are there dwarves, there's gnomes, different types of elves, orcs even, and then there are goblins. We even got sheep! Although sources tell me those already existed in the game for some reason. But yeah, I'm very excited about this, and not only are they regular villagers, there's also wandering traders variants, which is the whole reason I made more than just dwarves. And, you know, if we are going by, you know, the regular fantasy race personality, then the wandering trader deals would be very fitting for goblins, as they are right now. Although, they are apparently going to update the deals to be better, so this joke is going to be outdated instantly, even before I release this video. Huh. Look at this guy. He's being stared down.
Brother, why won't you look me in the eye, brother? Why do you leave our family to go wandering, trading useless trades? Look at me, brother! Look at me!
But yeah, a few issues that arise, which, you know, I'm not really a modder or model maker or anything, so I don't know if there's any fixes to this, but you see, the dwarves aren't very much shorter than me, and that's because their heads... Yes, you see, when you are remaking the model of a villager, you can't just make a completely new model. You have to build upon the villager model that already exists, which means you can't move the animation point of where the head is. You kind of saw already that they look kind of weird when looking down. That's because, yeah, there. That's because the regular villager animation head point is a bit higher than their heads. And so they're turning around that point that's about in the middle of their heads. There's nothing I can do about that, so I'm just going to live with it. And I would have to anyway, because their beards, their long beards, would go into their stomach anyway. And that's just how it is. But other than that, this is fantastic. Now, there's a lot of work yet to be done. As you can see, they're all just dressed in their regular villager job attire, and I want to do something about that. I want to make custom ones for the dwarves, and I haven't even done anything about it for the other races, except for this gnome here, because of the gnome that's stationed outside of the kingdom. You can see that with this elf, for example, I haven't even edited the clothes, so they fit elves. This is the regular villager setup. So yeah, it's a lot of work to be done yet, which means I won't release this, but I do want to eventually. There are a few roadblocks, and there are so many more variations of all the races that I want to make as well. You notice they're all white, Caucasian. Yeah, that's going to change. I'm going to include all different races eventually. Consider this a proof of concept, in a way. There's also the matter of the arms here. As I mentioned, I'm not a modeler, and so I, admittedly, straight up, I just stole some code from another resource pack, which is called Villagers with Hands or Arms, I forget, but the link is in the description for that resource pack if you're interested. Either I have to figure out on my own how to give them arms, I will have to remake the models with villager type arms, or I would have to potentially get permission to use the code from that other resource pack. Now, is it just me, or is this guy kind of reminding you of a certain YouTuber? So yeah, this requires a few mods and a few resource packs, and I just spent so much time figuring out how to do this, but it's so worth it. So let's head back to the actual fantasy world. And so, armed with just a name tag, I can change the whole appearance of a villager. Sadly, that means that I am going to have to take your name from you, Mandy, but I think you survive. Reload the texture pack, and there is a little bit of a bug here. Hold on, 1 second. Okay, reload again, and... Still wrong. Why are you still wrong? What? Okay. There. Look like it worked. There we are! Okay. Yeah, you're a cute little guy with a mustache. Cool. Now, for the other guys. And here we are. You, which I actually haven't named yet, will be the first one to change appearance. Wait, I need to... Yes, I need to reload after I've named them. Look at that! An old man. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, where's the rest of you? There's 2 of you in here. You have names. So I'm sorry, Dwimbon. You're now a mountain dwarf. Where's your brother? There's supposed to be 2 of you in there. Here, Murik, mountain dwarf. Lamrock, mount... Oh, wait, you changed? Oh, wait. Ah. Crap. Wait. Quick fix. Quick fix. Now. Should all be working correctly. Yes. Huh. I didn't notice that you guys had the Taiga outfit on. I haven't recolored that one yet because I didn't realize. Although I should because it's Snowy Mountain. But yeah. Okay, so you're a female ginger dwarf. You are a female brown-haired dwarf. Old man, I guess middle-aged black-haired dwarf based on your beard length. And you were a younger brown-haired dwarf. There's one of you missing, isn't there? Wait. Is one of the villagers dead? What? Wait. No, there you are. Oh. Oh, okay. Huh. I mean, I kind of expected it to happen, but I hoped it wouldn't. Can I... Wait, I can make a platform for you to land in, or rather a pool. Do non-player entities take damage from 1 block pools? Oh no, you're fine. And yeah, once again, if you are interested in playing with this resource pack, you are going to have to wait. I do want to release it, but I'm not going to do so yet. So, you should subscribe and keep an eye out on my channel for some updates. Hello there. Whenever this thing is ready for release, I'm probably going to make a standalone video for it. Moving on. Let's not forget the 2 dwarves we have over here. They're sleeping right now. They're sleepy boys. Sleepy women. You don't know yet, really. Let's see. God, where's the other one? Where? Okay, let's see. I can see them here. Why are you out in the field? Are you okay? Are you having a moment? Is everything okay at home? Are you having an identity crisis? Yeah, here, let me help that. There we are. That's a dwarven farmer. I guess if you want to stay up late, that's okay. You are an adult. But the other one, the sleepy one, wake up. You are an old woman. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The world is getting more fantasy-like by the minute. However, something that isn't as fantasy-like is these beds here. I mean, they're technically sleeping out in the streets. I think we need to change that. And to do so, I'm going to do a lot more digging. My favorite activity as of late. But I do have my excavation pepper, so actually, let's just skip to the aftermath. Do not backstab me. Thank you. Oh boy. Pretty threatening guy. Whew. And then I got sick for a week, and my internet was out for at least 2. Here is what we have. A lot of more open just blocks of mountain dug out. Some over there, and then there's this thing here. Yeah, turns out I dug straight out of the mountain immediately on these ones, which isn't shocking. I've had to fill in this mountain once before, and it's mostly the filling that I dug out here. So yeah, I'm going to have to fill this in again. And then another thing that happened is half the dwarves are dead. For some reason. Like, while I was busy using the excavation pepper to blast out these holes in the mountain, I guess Thanos came to visit and just, you know, snapped off of them away. And I know they're dead because they're not on the map here. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. There's supposed to be 6. And like you can see these two golems here, those are on the lower level, so they're transparent. Which means that the other dwarves aren't on another level because I can't see their heads at all. What I assume happened is that they somehow fell down, either on the light stuff that I now fixed, or here on the stairs, which happened earlier almost, and I also now have fixed. So hopefully that won't happen again. Except for maybe here, but I don't know how to fix this without like changing the whole aesthetic a bit too much for what I want. We'll see. But for now, let's cover up those holes and then start building the actual apartments. Now, one additional thing that has now appeared regarding the mountain I just built is that, yeah, I created a mob farm under there. I forgot to light it up or fill it in. So, I'm going out hunting. With Timmy, with Bimmy, with Jimmy, with Kimmy. Yes, all of you are finally going to help me hunt down some monsters. And in addition, we have this little new fella. His name is Inkblot. What? Did you kill a rabbit? What? Where did this come from? Thank you, if that was you, but... Okay, anyway, yeah. So, Inkblot, you're going to help me go to sleep. So, now, you and the 4 dogs, let's go out and have some fun. Are you really going to teleport all the way? Are you... I'm not faster than... I'm not even running. Really? Are dogs just generally slower than a player? And cats? That can't be right. That has to be a bug, right? I mean, I appreciate that they're teleporting to me so that they won't get lost, but they should be faster as well so they can just keep up. Yes, this is a better way to go down. Okay. Oh, and there's monsters here already. And the dogs should go for the attack. Yeah, or they miss twice. Oh, that's not good. Okay, Exodus. So, with the help of another mod I installed, MiniHUD, I can see the light levels. Basically, shortly summarized, 0 means monsters can spawn there. So, let's just see if we can't light up this area. Normally, I wouldn't really care much, I think, about this. Eat him! Eat him! Eat his bones! Get him! Why are you so slow? Good grief! Please catch up to him. This is painful to look at. There you go. Thank you. As I said, usually I wouldn't mind the spawn rates here, the spawn capabilities, but considering that the villagers would be very scared of creepers, like I just was, and thus they would start spawning lots of golems everywhere, I would rather Why creepers specifically? Why so many of them? Oh, the cat's not working good enough. Yeah, I don't want lots of golems walking around in the kingdom. That's fine for the future gnome kingdom I'm going to make. I think the iron golem fits a little bit more into that mechanical kingdom that they are going to live in. God damn it, if any of the wolves die, I'm going to cry. Ah, I should have waited for the next update that potentially has wolf armor. But there, that's the... Good God. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? Oh my God. Jimmy, an Inkblood, you lived a mere day. What have I done? As if it couldn't get worse. On the trail back home, Timmy as well. There's only you two left. No, come here. You're not biting any more skeletons. You two are going to come with me into the house where you're safe, where you won't be hurt, and where you may hopefully be able to continue the wolf bloodline. This night is a night of monsters and not of men. A night of bloodshed under a blood moon. And so, despite the weight of my grief, I move on. To distract myself, I build the apartments that I've prepared for. And for this showcase, I'm doing something a little bit different. As you can already hear, I am talking over the building instead of playing music. Which is mostly to kill two birds with one stone, because there's a lot of things I can comment about this apartments, and, why waste time with saying it afterwards when I can say it while it's appearing before you? So, the idea here is simply to have a condensed space for dwarves to live and to more mechanically for the game reproduce. There are 8 apartment buildings in total that are going to be made, and within each apartment building there are 10 apartments with 2 beds each. So, with a little bit of simple math, we can come to the conclusion that the total amount of dwarves that can live in this kingdom currently is 160 dwarves, which is a lot already. Honestly, I didn't think about that amount until after I had designed the apartments. Maybe it's too much. My PC might not be able to handle that many villagers in one space, but there is also the scenario that all these beds are not going to be filled. My plan is to have a few farmer villagers scattered about the marketplace, having a hidden farm, so that they can farm wheat and then give them to other dwarves so that they can slowly reproduce through the mechanic of villager breeding. Within the time I spend here in the kingdom, I might not even stay long enough for the chunks to render for villagers to farm and then share their bread and then breed. So who knows? Who knows? My plan originally was to build, several types of apartments on the different levels of the kingdom, but maybe that won't be necessary. We'll see. I don't plan that far into the future, and So yeah, we got 8 different sets of apartments, covering 4 different types of wall design, which are, andesite, diorite, granite, and deep slate. And yeah, just like that is, regular apartments that I'll show more in detail right now. And at long last, all 8 apartment buildings are finally done. For better or for worse. This took so very long, but oh boy, I really like how it all came out. So yeah, as a closer look, it's very simple. It's just, you're not supposed to be here. It's just several apartments filled with tables and chairs and chests and, books, decorations, mushrooms. I originally had flowers in these pots, but then I figured deep inside a mountain like this, the flowers would die. They get no sunlight. Mushrooms, however, and fungus, very, very much more enjoying of this climate. So yeah, decorated with mushrooms and yeah, bedroom with wardrobe, and there's no clothes in here. So all of the apartments are just a differing variation of all of these things with carpets and candles as well in different colors. It's pretty cool. Addresses to, include that little bit of real world realism that I keep talking about. So first floor, andesite, apartment 11, for example. And then we have, over here, first floor, andesite, apartment 1. You have the deep slate hallway, the granite hallway, and the diorite hallway. So, when one dwarf wants to visit another dwarf, they have their address to find them by. So yeah, now I have space for lots and lots of dwarves to live. They have places to sleep, and soon they'll have places to, gather as well. Except there is one huge thing. You see, here we have 2 dwarves, 2 fellas, except there's 3. What the? That was like a magic trick. Where were you standing? What? You just split off the 2 of them like mitosis. What the? There's some black magic here going on with these dwarves. I don't know if I should stay around for long. But yeah, as you can see, there's 3 dwarves here, 2 beds. One of you don't have a reason to be up here, except none of you have jobs, do you? Well, we already established that 3 of the dwarves that I had earlier had already died, and now there are a lot more than just 3. But for some reason, they're not going here and taking jobs. Sometimes they do, but then they lose them again. I don't know why it's like this. Well, I do know why it's happening, but I don't know why Mojang would let it stay this way. According to my research, Minecraft creatures, all creatures I think, but villagers most importantly, see the world in 2 dimensions. So when they want to go to a workbench, they don't realize they have to pathfind around, out the door, down the stairs. They think they can go straight to it. So, for some reason, the dwarves are just stuck up here. And here you have 2 dwarves with jobs. I think this guy sometimes, that guy sometimes gets to work, but you don't. Yeah, you're one of the ones that survived from earlier. You're just stuck up here. He won't go down into the main square. Or circle, whatever. Which is really frustrating, because there's no point of having hundreds of dwarves if they're all going to stay up here on the upper floors. No, can't... Oh, wait, there it is. Look at that. For some reason, I think probably all Minecraft creatures, but specifically villagers, they don't see non-full blocks as obstacles. He's trying to pass through this. Or he's trying to jump on top of it, but for some reason they can't do that. So, some dwarves can't even get to their bed, because... And they, I should have recorded this when it happened, but it happens a lot. And that's dwarves coming here, going as far as this, trying to pass the chest, giving up, walking over here, standing on top of the stairs, because the stairs are on top of these beds, and because of their 2D pathfinding, they think that they can reach the beds from the top of the stairs. And I am going insane. Mojang, please, you have to fix this. Like, my plan was just to have these dwarves living in these here apartments and then coming out, wandering about during the day and then going back. I've moved the bells closer so that they have like a connection between the beds and the workstations. I think I'm just going to have to jail them, essentially, just seal them in their workplaces, because, you know, I can't have villagers that are just disappearing to their beds and then not going back to their workstations to fill up their inventory. And then there's you who always get stuck up here because you can climb up a ladder but don't down it. What's up with that? Ugh. There's only so much immersion I can add to this place. Oh well, there's nothing more that can be done about that. Let's just move on to the next thing. And now we have arrived at long last at the part where I will finally build what I have been postponing for several videos now, except there's a little thing. So this video's been going on for very long, and I did say I wanted to build this whole marketplace, this whole city circle in this video. However, I am going to save some time. So, instead of the whole thing, I'm only going to build the tavern and the section over there. And then the other half is for another video. And then the dwarves can choose to participate in these markets, or they can choose to stay in their bedrooms like depressed teenagers for the rest of their lives. But let's not get caught up on that. Let's instead build this tavern.
Raise your horns into the air, there is plenty ale to share. All are welcome, take a chair and sing a song loud and strong. Men of war and men of care, maidens fierce and maidens fair. Raise your horns into the air and sing a song loud and proud and strong. Skull, skull, sing loud and strong. Skull, skull, a toast and a thundering song.
it's me. We're back after a long and very enjoyable build. Now, did you notice something that was wrong? Yeah, I kind of forgot to record the building of the tavern. I actually tore part of the tavern down just to rebuild it again on video. So yeah, that's my bad, but to make up for it, I'm going to give you a special tour. So it's right over here. You can see the whole barrel looking thing with the mead inside. And it's called, and I'm very proud of this, it's called bottom of the barrel. It's a fun little pun. So when you come inside, you notice it's actually, it's a step down into 2 floors. One upper along the walls, you could say, with just tables and chairs, and then the same down here, really. Tables, chairs, cups, plates, a stage for a bard, maybe, to perform. Then you have the bar. Here is the bartender, trying to get as high as he can. And he is, as I mentioned earlier, a farmer, so that he can produce some bread and give to villagers so that they can breed. Different barrels of different drinks, and a display of those drinks, which are Honeybeard Mead, Tinker's Ale, Elven Glow Wine, Berrybush Wine, and a loaf of bread, because you need to eat as well. And that's really it. It's nothing big. It's a fireplace to keep the place warm. That's really about it, so you didn't miss much. Now, if you do want to see it being built, still, you are in luck, because I actually streamed this over on twitch.tv/mypowerbob, and the VOD is available on this very channel. And just to give you an extra incentive to check out my streams, here's one of the highlights from that stream. God, don't you just love how horrible my webcam is? I wonder if I can make it worse, actually. That's bright. Okay. We're getting somewhere. What other filters can I add onto this? Oh, it's posterized. Nice. Okay, yeah, now this is better. This is gaming. This is how you stream. Are you enjoying the webcam? Well, fill up your popcorn, you're going to enjoy this next one. I mean, the webcam can't be the center of the fun right now. If it's looking like that, you need, I mean, it's so small. It needs to cover up there. Now you can enjoy it. Now this is how you enjoy a stream. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, wow, that's... Ooh, I gotta be careful, you know? That's, Ooh, oh, there's a lot of, there's a lot of end crystals around that I need to be careful of. If you can see, But that's fine, You're not here to watch me play Minecraft, you're here to watch me play Minecraft. Oh, there we are. Well, I mean, you can't see it, of course. I can. So let's do something about that, actually. Of course, it's how greedy of me to deprive you all of the privilege of seeing this perfect gameplay. So, there we are. But now it's covering me, and we can't have that. So there. Oh, there. Okay, perfect. Now we're getting somewhere. Yes! So that guy is now in a boat, which means it's free reign to dig out this space. Oh, we do have a lot of fun. But yeah, here are the other markets I built, and in case you didn't understand what I built, we got general goods from junk to treasure with a farmer and a weaponsmith, just selling the most random stuff I could think of. Then we got Meat of the Bone, professional butcher, and he seems to be in his fridge right now, or cold storage, whatever you want to call it. And then you have authentic elven arrows with this elf. The texture isn't fixed yet, but that's a mission for later, right now. So yeah, there's a guy who sells different types of arrows, and there's a huge arrow on top as a kind of symbol of this is where the arrow shop is. Next to that we got Mark of the Spot, cartography, which I just now realize kind of sounds similar to Meat of the Bone, so I guess there could be some confusion there. Huge X marking the spot on top of the building, and inside it's a little bit of a messy area with papers and maps and stuff. And then, next to that, we got a vegetable shop, Stoneleaf's Greens, which is another farmer that's delivering food to dwarves so they can breed. You just got lots of vegetables and greens and stuff on display. And then, last but not least, the Orhaven Postal Office, with a letter hanging up front. And inside is pretty similar to the cartographer, just a little bit more tidy, I guess. And then outside, there's even postal pigs. We got Pigeon and Owly. Yes, the dwarves ride these pigs around when delivering mail. Just because it's fun, really. So yeah, that's about it. That's one half of the dwarven market. And now for our last section of this video, we got the lore bit, which this time around is about dwarves and their society. Something that kind of overdue, I guess. We should probably establish that from the start.
There are few who know the tales of this world. I am one of those few, and I am here to tell them. Concerning dwarves. Dwarves have been living and mining in the Meldwemel on the cold green plateau for hundreds of years, quite content to include and be included by the world outside the mountain. Dwarves being, despite their overprotectiveness for their belongings, full of passion to share in good times with even the strangest of creatures. Dwarves must seem of little importance, being neither an adventurous folk nor counted among the politically interested. The reality, however, is that dwarves are behind a lot of the infrastructure of the civilized world. Dwarves export a lot of stone and metals they have in abundance. While they're not particularly fond of changing traditions or their way of life, they are very welcoming to travelers, adventurers, and wandering traders. Their marketplace, the center of their kingdom, is sprawling with life among the various shops, services, and leisures you'll find there. The dwarves are a social folk with lively cities. So return again next time, for I have many tales to tell about the dwarven culture.
Whew, boy, that was some lore, wasn't it? Yeah, this video has been going on for quite some time now, and I'm starting to get really tired. And yeah, rain and everything, it's a sad moment when a video ends, but alas, it is so. There's been a lot of change and a lot of immersion in this video. I'm looking forward to having some more immersion come to me in the next video. So, thank you so much for watching this video. And thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Oh yeah, baby, let's get those points up. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm never prepared for this. And until then, thank you very much for watching. I love you very much. And you look very lovely today. Goodbye.
Strong, Skull, sing loud.